For all the numerous philosophies that the ancient Greek thinkers came up with, Stoicism endures and persists even to this day. Its longevity only speaks to its value, its uses, and its practicality. In this video, we discuss the top 10 principles and practices of Stoicism. These are the pillars that stand at the core of Stoicism and hold it up. Before we dive in, make sure to like and subscribe. 10. Happiness is found in virtue. People in the modern world are rather quite materialistic. You only need to look around you to see the truth in this statement. People are obsessed with having things. This obsession is born out of the flawed fundamental assumption that objects and things bring happiness. This couldn't be farther than the truth. Possession of things may provide some measure of happiness, sure. But this happiness isn't real. And neither does it last. Stoicism teaches that happiness is found in virtue. Rather than looking for happiness in the external world, you must look within. The four main virtues of Stoicism are wisdom, self-control, justice, and bravery. True happiness is found in the pursuit of these things and their associated sub-virtues. If you live by exercising these virtues, then you would always be in control of your happiness. 9. Live according to nature. In this modern day and age, people have an aversion to nature. Living in the big cities is a huge part of this syndrome, as it keeps us separated and isolated from the natural world. This being the case, the soul loses touch with nature and shrivels up, leaving nothing but hollowness. This is the reason why life is so difficult for most. They go against nature and end up fighting battles that ought not to be fought. They aren't really comfortable in their own skin. However, by living according to nature, you come into possession of inner peace. You let things take their normal course, freeing yourself of any unnecessary struggles or conflicts. By being in perfect resonance with nature, you come into possession of happiness. Never try to rise above nature or diminish yourself from it. 8. Focus on what you can control. Being in control is a very nice and powerful feeling. When you are in control, you choose how every single thing, both internal and external, affects you. When people start to take control of their lives, it comes with a thrill. However, this thrill can be dangerous, leading you to erroneously think that every single thing can be controlled. This is hubris. True strength comes with realizing and accepting that not everything can be controlled. A desire to do so will just drive you further into frustration and madness. By focusing on what you can control, you will know peace and tranquility. What's the point of obsessing over something you can't change? All that accomplishes is that it drains you of your strength. However, by being stoic, then you'll realize that those things you can't control never had that much power over you anyway. 7. Take action. The main thing that distinguishes Stoicism from other ancient philosophies is its emphasis on practicality. This is part of the reason that it has such an enduring legacy. You can employ the tenets of Stoicism today, right now, and see other instant results. This is in contrast to other philosophies and schools of thought which can be way too theoretical. Unfortunately, these theoretical philosophies have a significant grip on most of mankind. It's not like they are totally valueless. However, their values are hard to prove on an empirical basis. They are somewhat faith-based and might require self-deception to show the fruits of their labor. With Stoicism, you don't need to adopt any such attitudes. There's something powerful in taking immediate action to get what you want. This is a core principle that Stoicism teaches. 6. Lead by example. Even though there are so many teachers of other philosophies and religions out there, many of these people do not follow what they preach. Instead, They use their teachings as a tool to obtain the money and power they truly desire. They have no character themselves but preach that other people must have character. They are, in every sense of the word, hypocrites. Stoic teachers, on the other hand, did their best teaching entirely by leading by example. Even though they were great orators, they lived what they believed rather than merely preached it. Their lives were the single best demonstration of the power of Stoicism. Today, hundreds of years later, we still remember these men as well as their teachings. All people who want to follow their example need to demonstrate their beliefs through their actions and behaviors, rather than just words. 5. Diminish your ego. Ego isn't inherently evil, but it can be ruinous if it gets out of hand. It is that part of the human psyche which generates a desire to feel important, special, and powerful. Ego has been the downfall of many individuals, both great and small. Even the people who had enough accomplishments to arguably back up massive egos were destroyed by it. Just take the ancient Egyptian king, Ramses II, as an example. If you can master this area of the psyche and suppress the need to stand out in any way, you would have gained a tremendous upper hand in life. All obstacles before you simply won't be as impressive. And individuals who place themselves in your way will defeat themselves before you lift a single finger. A diminished ego also makes you satisfied with less. And this is a great thing in the long run. 4. Recognize there is life after failure. Failure is inevitable. It is a natural part of life. Every single person who ever lived has failed in one capacity or another. But many people maintain a sophisticated relationship with failure. In fact, they allow themselves to be defined by it. They allow failure to thwart them from going after their goals and true desires. As such, their life passes them by, leaving them largely unfulfilled. Stoicism teaches that the obstacle is the way. That there is life after failure. Failure is meant to teach and realign you. It doesn't determine anything about your potential or your worth as a person. And so, once faced with failure, don't hesitate to pick yourself up. More than anything, failure is an indication that you're trying and that you're challenging yourself. 3. You're not entitled to anything. Entitlement is one of the greatest ills of the modern world. People walk around with their noses turned up, demanding much of the world that they haven't earned. And once they don't receive what they believe they are entitled to, it results in disappointment, frustration, anger, and unhappiness. By instead of these feelings causing the end of this attitude, it, paradoxically, enforces it. Stoicism teaches that you are not entitled to anything. Even if the structures of modern society may give you that idea, falling for those beliefs could have disastrous consequences later along the line. By living this way, anything that comes your way is a bonus. This way, you aren't reliant on anyone or anything, and you have all you need to thrive, all by yourself. 2. Practice resilience. The world is a harsh place. However, most people are insulated from this harshness for most of their lives. As such, when they can be protected no more and are exposed to the true nature of the world, the effects can be devastating. The least thing can induce a breakdown, causing them to stay within their comfort zone and avoid challenging themselves. Stoicism teaches that resilience is the key. Only by overcoming great obstacles can you come into great fulfillment. And so, make sure you understand that anything worthwhile comes with challenges. And by being resilient, you can master anything. 1. You have everything you need to succeed. Perhaps the most useful teaching of Stoicism is the principle that you have everything you need. You have everything you need to succeed right now. You don't need to wait for the right time or the right conditions, or the right mood. Success is always within your reach. Most people have trouble accepting this reality because they have too many high expectations of themselves and of the world. However, by delving deep into Stoic principles, the truth is made clear. There's power in accepting that you have all you need. This doesn't mean you're settling for less. Rather, it means you don't need to hold yourself back. Coming to the end of this video, we hope you've learned much about the principles and practices of Stoicism. Ancient as Stoicism may be, its principles are still remarkably valid and applicable today. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel. Our videos are always interesting and excellent, and you wouldn't want to miss out. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, have a great day.